Whoops, this is not off to a good start. There you are, Nate.
We do it.
We're live.
We're live. Live from New York.
Live. So
it's
Nate,
the
what's
buy
up,
list.
What's going on, man?
Dude, just having a great day. Getting ready for the 4th of July. Looking at some spoilers.
It's been going pretty hot and heavy the last couple days, huh?
Yeah. I've had to, I think, had your wife's phone number on standby just to like check on you throughout the days, but I think we got there.
I've had a range of emotions this since actually, let's be honest, since Baltimore.
Yeah, since you found out there was no chain coming back.
Yeah. Seeing red in Baltimore, I was just like, oh no. It's like that hum in my ears, I couldn't get rid of. I was just like, oh no. Yeah. So we're gonna look through some spoilers. This is gonna be pretty loose, loose format, but you can just scroll through what the spoilers, what's going on. So yeah, let's swap over.
Just start with. Do you want to run through like you can just kind of like run down the list, or where do you want to start at?
Yeah, we can just run down the list, I guess.
Start from card 0. Don't know what the Fable is, obviously.
Yep. Prism not having different text was not in my. I thought for sure, man. They said they were gonna like spoiler, and I was like, oh, why would you spoil something that's already?
Yeah.
It was like everything was known. The art was known. The text was known. So I was like kind of surprised. I thought maybe they would do something there, but she does come in with 32 health and very expensive.
Yes, very expensive. Figments are really good though.
Yes.
And the arts are insane.
Yeah.
Like legitimately insane in the membrane on the arts, and the marvels are absolutely stunning. Quite possibly some of the I don't know if there's better art in the game than the marvels of these figments.
I agree with you. They are amazing. Yeah. So yeah, which one's my favorite? Dude, so I thought it was Pheno's spoiler. The which one was that? That was the I don't even remember now. Erudition, yes. Which I don't even see here.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually I think it might be this one. The Ravages is so sick. The flip side with the red is just awesome. And then if you take a closer look at this front side, which I can't zoom in right now, but I suggest everyone that's watching go take a closer look. This person has a like a spear through their eye. Like this person doesn't have a head. It's like, oh my god.
Oh,
it's
dang.
It's like angel. It's like, oh, they're like, celestial and like, oh, and then you look closer and you're like, oh wait, that's a river of blood. Okay.
Nah, dog. They dead.
They dead. Everyone's dead. But Erudition is probably my second favorite from that one.
Yeah, I think protection is like nuts on the front side art is probably the best for protection for me.
What is that one?
That's the one with like the sword over top of like the pile of people, and there's kind of like this like angel like standing on top of a mound of humans.
I don't think does February not have this in like order or something? What am I missing here? Ravages. Oh, they don't have the art for protection.
Oh, no,
here it is. Here it is.
Yeah.
It just doesn't show up.
Yeah.
This one's sick. This looks like this is a very distinct style.
It looks like something that belongs in like a French museum.
Yes. Yeah.
Nuts. Like the absolute banger in terms of an art set.
Yeah. Also this one, when it enters the arena, it creates a spectral shield.
Good.
Oh, and then no art on the backside on this one, but You banish a card from your soul, and you create 2 spectral shields on attack. Holy smokes!
If you just keep flipping it, it'll eventually show up.
Oh, it's
Or view card
broken.
details.
There it
Click
is.
view card details.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
back is pretty dope on it.
yeah. This is that playmat, actually, right?
Yeah.
Yes. No, it's not. It's not. This is there's another angel or another card that's kind of like has these multiple angel wings.
Yeah. It is, I don't. The chess piece very good.
Yeah, chess piece.
That. How much do you think that EA chess piece is going to go for?
I think it's probably going to start around 300. It might dip to like 250 and then go up from there.
You think it's only going to be 300? I mean,
I'm just
Redback Shroud, which was an unplayable piece of garbage, was like 350 on release.
Yeah, I was thinking of the wrong chest. Like Sunken Trust was Sunken.
That one was, yeah. I think when
that
we
one
did
was
our
like 250, right?
I think we moved ours for 300 release weekend.
Yeah.
So, like, I would expect that. It depends on how rare they are too, but I would expect that Cold Foil EA to move in like the 400 or 500 range.
Yeah, on drop, I think you're probably right. Yeah. I think a couple weeks later, maybe it'll move down. Maybe.
Really? Will it?
I don't know. It's a spoiler alert for everyone watching as we scroll down this list. It's one of the more playable cards in this set. So I guess it might be $500.
Can we get a little salt shaker on the screen for every time Ted gets a little salty about the set?
I said it with a smile. I'm kidding. Ha ha ha. Here's Air Edition. Yeah, this is amazing, dude. Holy smokes. Yeah. Is it going to give me the flip side? Yeah, even the front side is like
sick. The Marvel side though. The Marvel.
Oh yeah, this extended art Marvel. She has like mechanical wings or something too. Oh my god. I will be collecting a set of angels, I think, just because they look amazing.
I hope you're ready to take out a second mortgage. They're gonna be pricey.
The Majestics will be like crushing people.
Yeah, it all comes down to the pull rates, like what type of rarity we see the Marvel Angels at, because they will be incredibly sought after.
I'm expecting copy of Uprising. No way they make it more rare.
You think there's gonna be one every 2 boxes?
Yeah.
No way. Bad chance. There's only one per deck. You do one every 2 boxes, you get a full play set after like 2 cases.
Maybe not that common, but I'm thinking the rares will be.
I think they're gonna do like one every 10, if that.
I think
it'll be closer to Codex rarity, where it's like one every like 30 or 40 boxes.
You mean the Marvel? You mean the Majestics ones? The rares will be easy to get.
They're all Majestics, aren't they?
Are they?
They're all Majestics.
Oh my god, I thought there was rare ones. Nope. Oh my god.
Nobody.
Never mind. I might not be collecting. I might not be getting a set of these. I might just be getting 2 that I really like because oh my god. Yeah. Oh, that's oh boy. Yeah. Buckle up, Buttercup. This is going to be an expensive deck.
It is kind of funny though. We are done. We are completely done with spoilers now, and we are missing a poop load of Prism cards. 13 from 32. Where you at, cards?
Oh yeah, like maybe all the commons.
Where the hell you at, cards? Like every other class basically has like a full spoiler, and they're just like, we're gonna leave a little bit of the Prism stuff out. I'm assuming the reason Prism starts at 32 health is in that 13 to 32.
She starts at 32 because she does stuff on your turn, right? She can put a angel into play on your turn, which is really strong because then you can just like have that permanent afterwards, right?
she can't put a permanent, or she can't put an angel in the play turn 1. She can put the Figment in,
Yeah.
but then she only has 1 card in hand. You can just go wallop on her.
Yeah.
And like you don't actually want to be casting these Figments because they're very expensive. You want to be like tutoring them up with Prism's ability.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really interesting because like you think about like Kano has 30 life, but Kano can also kill you from 30 life.
Yeah.
What is Prism doing that can kill you from 30, 32? Like, what is Prism doing that can kill you from like 20? Because you think about like Icelander. Icelander can kill you from about like 13 out, and she's at 36. So like Prism's got to be able to like somehow kill you on your turn to have this kind of like life discrepancy. Because like a lot of like all these instants do not block. You're a 32 life hero.
Yeah. I mean, she's gonna have all of her old tech too, right? Which they don't block either, but
all the heralds block, but
yeah,
the auras don't.
Yeah.
The
So
blue ones.
yeah. No, you got a good point there. There's something there. That there's a reason for it for sure. I guess before we scroll down, most playable Figments, I think it's Erudition, Protection.
Tenacity has a wild text box, right?
Dominate, yeah. Your next attack gains Dominate.
But flip it, and it says when you attack with it, you may banish a card from your soul. If you do, your attacks this turn gain Dominate.
Yeah, every attack.
All attacks. That's all attacks gain Dominate. So I don't like. I'm a degenerate for combo killing people. So give me a way to combo kill someone, and I will be very happy.
Yeah.
And Tenacity is kind of like spooky in that regard. And I think you're just playing all of them, but definitely Erudition and Protection are the best ones.
Yeah, for sure.
We don't really know a whole lot else about Prism because we have none of the commons or rares basically. We have like some of these Garbanzo beans ones. I think the block for 4 is like unplayable.
Which one? The Resolve? This one here?
Yeah, like target Herald gets +4 defense. I think that card's unplayable.
Yeah. I mean, because like it's a no block, so it's like, would this just be better as another 3 block in your deck? Like, yeah, you're +1, but it's just like I don't understand why you would want this over something else. But
yep, Angelic Descent is actually really interesting because it gives the Herald go again, and then gives the next one +2. So like you could go like War Tune, give it go again with this card into like an Erudition for 7. Oh baby.
Yeah, that's cooking with some gas.
Yeah.
Again, another no block. It's like, geez, man, 32 health and your whole deck's no blocks.
Yeah, your whole deck is basically not blocking anything. Celestial Reprimand is basically it makes Blinding Beam Celestial Reprimand at home. Basically.
We have this card at home already.
Yes, exactly. So there's not much to say here because we just don't know anything about the Prism cards. I think so. I'm still in James Way I trust. I still believe Light Dory is sitting at 045. I still believe it. Wait, is Levia in this set? Is her token in this set? Do we know?
Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know about the token.
No. Maybe that's just Bolton tokens. That's gonna be so sad if it is. Maybe she's 043.
I don't think she's in there, dude.
I believe. Light Dory. I'm still a believer. Light Dory's in that 043 to 045 slot.
That's too big of a thing to keep a secret. That'd be like the centerpiece, dude. A Marvel, and it would have to be Marvel too, because like, come on, you don't do Light Dory without the Marvel. And like,
I think we do know what all the Marvels are too, right?
Yes. It's Levia and all the angels.
And the
demon.
Yeah, the Vincetti
Nazareth. Nazareth, the Soul Harrower.
Well, it says there's the February sheet says there's 7, so there's the Figments.
Yeah.
And then we have Lavaya,
Mm-hmm.
and this says it's out of 10. So
Uh,
you're saying there's a chance.
no, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 angels.
What do you mean there's 8 angels?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Figment of War.
Is it not on this thing? Have we been lied to by February?
Yes.
No. Why'd they do this to me? Okay. Dream's dead. Sorry, guys. Wrap it up. Let's go home.
Do you see that? Do you see that in chat? Static. I just noticed that. I updated my my loyalty badges. Put the monastery symbol in there, Nate.
Ooh.
Static's gonna be the first one to get the different color.
Let's go, Cole.
Yeah. So we're now into the warrior cards.
You want to take this section, Ted? I know that you are a big Bolton boy.
Yeah, I didn't read most of these. I am not even gonna lie. I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, 3 attack, 3 attack, 3 attack, and more 3 attack.
Yeah, I first looked at the weapon and I was like, oh, look at that's kind of cool, and then I realized it was bad, so I moved on with my life.
This guy plus 5. If you've charged a yellow card specifically.
Yes, has to be a yellow card, and then it's plus 5. Just play Raiden. It costs $0.
Yeah, this costs 2.
Yeah, cost 2. I mean, like listen, 2 for 5 is a pretty good rate, but when you think about like the play lines that would lead into, it'd be like take flight, charge a yellow card, pitch a blue into blinding beam for 5. And it's like, oh yep, that's just a 3-card 9. That's barely fab math.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that ain't where you want to be normally.
Yeah.
The chess piece, I'm slightly confused by. I feel like we aren't even missing that many Bolton cards, are we?
Not many. Doesn't look like, well, yeah, 48, 50, 64, 65. So yeah, when this defends, you may charge your hero's soul. And it has temper, so you charge twice.
Yeah, it's just not good.
I mean, best case scenario, you charge the thing that gives you a quicken token. Or yeah. Right? So then you have it for your next turn.
Yes, but you effectively like it's really you're trying to
I mean, I'm
figure
trying
out
to make something out of nothing here, Nate. I don't know. You let me know.
What is the value that you put on a soul? I think is the biggest thing that you have to figure out, because like
Yeah.
you basically have to lose a card, but you prevent 1 damage. So you basically turn a card that you block with into a block 1, and it goes into your soul. So it has to be worth at least 2 going into soul, and I just don't know that it is. I just think Tunic and Courage of Bladehold are better, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I do want to talk about this. I think I don't like so 48 through 50 and 54 through 56. These are the promo cards that LSS is giving out. LSS is
How
giving
do we
out
know that? We just know it.
because they're missing and they don't have slots yet. But they're promo cards that we've seen from the set.
Yeah. Actually, there's no other place for them to go. Right.
Yes, there's literally no other place for them to go, so they have to go there. And 3 of them are Majestics, and they're being giving out as promos or buying a box in which you might open the box and then get the card.
Yeah, but it's EA though.
Sure, but like you're reducing the value of the boxes by giving out the card for free. That's moreover the issue that I have with it is like typically they're doing EAs of like quality rares, cards that like I think some of those bannerets are like quite good, but it just kind of like cheapens the feel of like
yeah, it makes one of the Majestics 10 cents.
yeah, like those Majestics are not going to be very valuable. Like if you open them, try to sell them as quick as you can on release weekend, because like those cards are not going to hold their value because there's They're buy box promos, they're promos at nationals, they're promos at callings, like everyone's
Yeah.
gonna have them. And they're gonna have better versions of the ones that you can even open by literally going to events. And
Yeah.
that's fine when it's a common or a rare and it's a 25-cent card to begin with. But like if this is taking up one of your Majestic slots and you've just opened a 25-cent card, that's always a feels bad. And that's why I really liked the move that LSS had from with Outsiders is like reducing the Majestic print so that every Majestic you open felt
Yeah.
like you opened something valuable and like unique. But the, having them as promos really cheapens that and it's kind of like a feels bad.
Yeah, a little bit. I see where you're going with that. Um, so I scroll through this list, Nate. I think, where is it? I think Illumina Lance is interesting.
That card is either going to be insane or terrible. And there's no in between. But it's going to be money because it has the Celestial Cataclysm art. It's the throwback. Celestial Cataclysm was money for no apparent reason because that card was basically unplayable.
Yeah.
But it had 7 on it. That's basically it.
Yeah, 7 big number. 7 big number.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a light attack reaction with pretty much Easter egg text.
Easter
But
egg
you get to
/
do
Art of War. Yeah.
Yeah, you get to do all 3 if you have 3 cards to banish, though. Which is pretty sick. So you could do +2 go again, or like, well, in Bolton, I guess you don't do that because you can just charge, like, wait, it's the same thing, isn't it?
You can give it go. Yeah, it's basically
But drawing the card is pretty sick. I think you probably see how the attack's going and how they're defending it, right? And then you can then sneak in some damage and draw a card possibly. Pretty cool.
Yep. It's definitely interesting. We'll see how much play it sees. I think that Cole said in the chat too that he's been seeing the memes of this weekend of
Bolton drowning. Yeah.
Bolton drowning in the pool while LSS is playing with Prism. It's a lot of these cards do seem very like kind of like reminiscent of other cards, 0 for 3 charger cards.
Dude, Brian Gottlieb will fight you on Twitter, by the way, if you
Great.
post that
Brian, come on
meme.
the podcast. Let's talk about it.
I saw he was replying to
He's a little
some
riled
folks.
up.
Yeah.
And that's fair. Like I think Bolton will still have some inherent issues. I think these cards will give him better quality of life.
Yeah.
But
there ain't no Codex of Frailty in here. I think that's what you're trying to say.
No, there's definitely no Codex of Frailty. And I think like you kind of see what they want to do with this set and toning down like kind of the extreme power level of the game that we had gotten to, but like we still have a lot of that extreme power level in the game still. So like we need that.
Yeah, things feel very mid on release the last couple of sets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, things feel kind of like very middling, and like there's nothing wrong with that. But when you try to like tone down the power level while the power level is still up, it's very hard to release a product like this and make it feel fun and exciting. Like
I think
Radiant Force Field is what the fuck is okay, Brian Gottlieb. I'm coming for you.
Beep.
Why?
Can't bleep that out live.
Oh, sorry. Oh, we're live.
What do you say? Yeah, we're live, bro.
Yeah. Radiant Force Field. There's no way this card is. Why?
If your hero would be dealt damage, banish 1 card to prevent 1 of that damage.
Listen, I'm smooth brain, but someone's gonna have to explain to me why this is a card that got printed, how it's good.
Oh my god, it's a Majestic too.
It's a Majestic. It's an instant. It doesn't block.
No, it blocks throughout the game, Nate.
Oh yeah, you're right. You take 1 card out of Soul and then you make it block 1 damage. You're right.
Or you can use 3 of those cards to do that crazy stuff with Lumina Lance. +2 damage or save 1 life.
One of these things is not like the other.
I'm
One
not
of
a
these
math.
things just doesn't belong.
I'm not good at math, but two
Yeah,
is more than one.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's so the
That card is
light.
quite bad.
Yeah, yeah, we're getting some
Um,
draft cards and some subsets. Uh-oh.
yep.
As I scroll through here, Nate, what can I say other than the art is freaking sick? Like
Banger.
it's not just
Insane
the
art.
angels. It's definitely not just the angels. Like cleansing light. Look at this art, man. It's so cool.
It's sweet art for a card that literally can't be played.
But think of the foil though.
Sure, I'll send you my foils, Ted.
Thanks, Nate.
Yeah,
I'll make a
like
hat out of them.
unplayable. Like this, I actually don't even. I don't understand how this couldn't be a limited set. To be completely honest, like this feels like a limited set with a lot of the cards that they printed in this set. It feels like a limited set. Like that card didn't need to be printed. They could have actually printed like a card for Dash in that slot. Told you that, Dash boys and girls, like you ain't getting this set.
Yeah, that's true. This supplemental set is definitely. I'm so focused in on like shadow cards, I forgot that there's like no tech for anyone else.
Yeah, like this Blistening was it Blistening Assault? What is that card called? Right there.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. Blistering Assault. This is a limited card.
Yeah.
What is it doing in here? This is actually like a cracked card in limited. This is card will never see constructed play. Don't at me.
Yeah. Yeah, it costs 2. If you have a yellow in your pitch zone, it gets go again.
It blocks 2. This card's
Yeah.
terrible. Lay the rest though. If you want to go up and click on that one's got sick art. This card's actually quite spicy.
I have a rule, Nate, that it was posted up in my local Discord, and I've taken on this rule. Whenever a card targets either like vice versa, shadow or light, if it says X thing happens if it's shadow, I just throw it in the trash.
Oh, never mind. That's the wrong card, actually.
I was gonna say, I was like, this
sorry.
says Shadow Hero on it. On a light card, it's garbage. If it's a shadow card that says Light Hero on it, throw that right in the trash too.
Yeah, Searing Ray is the card I was thinking of. That card, spicy.
This card.
Yeah.
Sick art.
Sick art.
Yeah, 5
Could
now?
be,
1 for 5? Okay, now we're cooking.
1 for 5 at yellow. Could be 1 for 6 at red.
Ooh. That is good. And it turns on Bolton's ability right off the get, so you can give it go again, right? I've never played Bolton.
Yeah, you just have to have it buffed to give it go again. So
yeah,
like that.
That's what I thought. Yep,
that would check out there.
Ooh, 1 for 6 of go again on Banish of the Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah,
I think it occurs like pretty reasonable. This limited all-star. Limited all-star.
Dude, this would be so
set.
gross, man. If you saw these.
Yeah, we're just doing a limited set review on our on our freaking supplemental set. And then like you look at like Break of Dawn. The one that looks like they're like over like kind of looks like a Lion King, like overlooking the kingdom.
Yeah, with the cape.
Limited all-star. Unplayable card. This card is actively terrible and should never see the light of day.
Oh, it's a light card that says shadow on it. Throw it in the trash.
I feel like they're gonna be like, actually, you can play this as like a sealed. Because like, why is this card printed? Why is it here?
You can't though. Freaking Vincent is a majestic, dude. The heroes are majestics.
Okay. Also, dear LSS,
stop doing that, please.
Please stop printing heroes as majestics. 1, a hero should never cost anything to play, like to build a deck for. Like you shouldn't have to pay $5 for a hero.
See,
but you also shouldn't open up a like product and be like, oh, this is my 5th Vin set. Like, great. I don't know what to do with these because they're literally 5 cents. Like they've never carried any value, and like your product has to be like openable. Like, have a
Yeah.
um. So yeah, big sad,
When
big
yeah,
sad.
we've made it to the shadow side, my friend.
Ooh, buddy.
Hellhammer. The art on this card is so sick, dude. I want to play a brute that's swinging something that looks like this.
Hellhammer.
But
What?
but then I read the text and I'm like, oh,
It's
never mind.
interesting. Wait, where's the Leviathan spoiler at?
What do you mean?
That's like the big cojones. Where's the Leviathan
Are
spoiler?
we jumping right to that?
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense with like before we go into those things to talk about like how they reworked Leviathan.
Did I miss it? Quality stream here.
We came prepared, everybody. Drop some comments. What are you guys excited
what are you
for?
guys? What's your favorite card in the set? There it is.
164. Yeah. What's your favorite card? What are you guys excited for? All right. So what one do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about Blasphemy, I guess, first.
Leviathan consumed?
Yes.
Deal.
Well, this is in your inventory. When Blood Debt reduces your health to 13, you may transform into Blasphemy. What? What?
Someone in the chat literally said, "I'm excited for the next set," and I was like, "That's the most that's the most Ted thing I've heard today."
Holy shit, dude! Oh my god! You should have let me get through this card first because that's actually hilarious function.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
So yeah, reduces. So when Blood Debt reduces, so that's a key thing with this card. So when Blood Debt reduces your health to 13, you may transform into this card here, Blasphemy Leviathan Consumed. Once each turn, you may play a card with Blood Debt from your banish zone. Whenever a card is put into your banish zone, turn it face down. If you were to lose health from Blood Debt, instead banish the top card of your deck. Interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is cool. This is like pretty awesome that there's now in this game a mechanic to transform heroes.
Yes. It's also super thematic lore-wise, which is really cool. But also gives you a really unique way to play a hero that used to just explode. And like this is kind of like the safety valve for it.
Yeah. So not a Starvo treatment type, but it does kind of give you an ability that stops you from killing yourself.
You kind of do get set to, you don't just kill yourself immediately, but you do start ripping your deck apart rather quickly.
Yeah, that's very true.
Which is
you gotta kind of be quick about it once you do this.
Yeah. It's kind of like, and it's really weird because you can tell they balanced a lot of the cards in this set around Blasphemy Leviathan Consumed.
Yep.
Because they all want you to banish from hand, which is atrocious on rate. It's actually terrible if you do that in a normal setting and that card doesn't come from somewhere that isn't your hand.
Yeah.
But when you're doing it as Blasphemy Leviathan Consumed, the cards are like basically normal blood deck cards.
Yeah.
But the issue is that you're going to run out of cards in deck rather quickly once you flip to this side. So I actually don't think that you will want to flip into Blasphemy Leviathan Consumed unless you're playing against like an aggro hero.
Yeah.
I think that's very hard
to
do.
What's interesting is when you're saying like, oh, you only want to do this if you're playing an aggro hero. Well, then you also have to juggle letting Blood Debt take you down to 13 and not just Lexi hitting you for 37.
You've got a Carrion Husk. Come on now. Carrion Husk stonks. I think Leviathan.
Yeah. I mean, that will help, but like, dude, sometimes like you just can't, like, there's still Phi, there's still Lexi that can just like smoke through your hand and then get you to like, let's say like the craziest thing would be like 12 and you'd be like, no. You know what I mean? You have to be pretty careful to make this happen.
Yeah. Agreed.
Um,
Uh,
yeah.
so then the flip side of her is Levia Redeemed.
Yep.
Um, so action, turn all of your cards in your banished zone face down, transform into Levia Redeemed. Activate this ability only while this is in your inventory, and you have 3 or more or
13.
13 or more cards in blood debt in your banished zone. You own lose blood debt. You go to 8 health, which actually means you could heal, which
Yep.
is kind of wild.
Yeah, you could just you're at like 2, you could just flip this and go up to 8.
Double carrying husk, basically.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Mm.
So
But yeah,
it does beg the question of, can you run Hexagore? And like if you run Hexagore, you really can't.
this turns Hexagore off, right?
Yeah, Hexagore, like you can't swing it for the rest of the game, basically.
That ain't it.
But
When you're at 8 health and trying to finish someone out, you need that weapon.
yeah, yeah. So, and then we can kind of jump back into her cards then and just kind of look at them because like
Yeah, I think this side's really interesting. The healing ability is cool. Again, I think it's a little risky, I guess. I think that this version of Levi is very happy that Oldhim LL'd. Because like you can't transform into Blasphemet against Oldhim. Anyways, that's no one wants to hear about that anymore, but yeah.
yeah. And to answer,
like
Cole had a question if you could transform into all 3 forms,
you
and I
cannot.
believe the answer is you cannot.
Yeah, this is one singular card. And
Yeah.
so that's why this text specifically says while this is in your inventory. So as soon as you transformed into the flip side, it's not in your inventory anymore. So you can't
Yeah.
flip it. You can't flip it again. Dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
But also probably really good. Like flip to this, get down to like 2, flip back to 8, lose all blood debt, then like just swing your brute weapon until you kill him or something. Like that could be kind of nuts, but yeah, that's not how it works.
Yeah. But man, did she? I think Levi got some like absolute gasoline. This set Hellhammer, like we talked about it, like it's adorable.
I love the design of it. This is like kind of like the video game Doom or something.
Yeah,
Like the
sick.
design, I mean by the art. I'm trying to find a positive here. So it has blood debt, and you banish it the first time you swing it. So it's like it just starts killing you. The like you just don't have a weapon all game. I don't know.
You don't. It doesn't start killing you. Technically, it's the 6 that you banish. So like,
Oh,
if
and
you were,
Leviah, yeah.
yeah,
I'm thinking, yeah, you're right. You just have to turn off blood debt every turn.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
and then technically, if you go to the Blasmo side, you can. Oh wait, can you repeatedly wait? Pull it up again. Can you repeatedly throw this at that someone if you're Blasmo?
Play a
The
card.
Hellhammer?
No, it says you may play a card. I don't you can't play a weapon, right?
Damn it.
Yeah. You can activate a
Judge,
weapon.
where's the judge at?
Yeah, I know.
I want to can. But yeah, this like everything is pretty clear. Like they want you to like turbo turn on blood debt and just like YOLO swag this.
Yeah.
Um,
Um
so then you have like soiled skull. Gross. Gross name.
yeah.
Um reasonable card.
Yeah, not terrible. Arcane
Like
1.
Arcane Barrier 1 has blood debt, so it ramps up your blood debt count.
Get you
Well,
to redeemed,
don't
right?
Dream Crush. What was that?
Get you to redeemed because it's one of your 13 cards.
Both of them have to be the 13, don't they?
Yeah, that's on 13
Yeah,
health
both
or
are.
13 blood debt cards.
Yeah. So, but like if you just have a blue, you can hopefully like YOLO a 2 cost that you can like yeet at their face. It's kind of interesting. Diabolic Offering. We haven't seen anything that lets you banish on your opponent's turn, which is quite sad.
It's still
Oh,
in the
wait.
mail. They just haven't shipped it out yet.
Oh no. Okay, so just kidding. Expendable limbs,
Mm-hmm.
but still not good.
Yeah. Dude,
Still not good.
freaking King Ghidorah from Godzilla is in the game now.
I don't know what
This
that is.
it's with Godzilla. It's the anyways, it's a Hydra. Um, Death Hydra.
This card slaps.
When this attacks, I mean, it's a 6-cost yellow, blocks for 3. When this attacks, it deals X damage to you, where X is 13 minus the number of cards with blood debt in your banish zone.
Card
And
slaps.
it swings for 13.
Laparidoos. Like, can you imagine like flipping over to Blasmo's side and then like this being like the first thing you yeet at them? It's just like, I'm just gonna 2-card 13 you. 2-card 13. God, I love big numbers.
So if your cards are face down, they still count though, right?
Well, Blasmo doesn't turn them face down.
You're right.
So you still got this puppy in there. You save 2 blues. You're yeeting 13 damage at their face hole.
Yeah, but you're gonna. Oh yeah, then you'll have a ton. You should have a ton of blood debt in your banish zone too. So you should only take like a little bit.
You save Convulsions from the Bellows of Hell in a yellow. It's 14 dominate or 16 dominate at
That's
their
pretty
face
good.
hole.
That's pretty
I heard
good.
that kills people.
Yeah, pulverize.
Pulverize
Number
but
good.
better.
Pulverize is
Also,
better, but yes.
turns on Rouse the Ancients as a 1-card enabler for Rouse.
Not
Kind of
nothing.
insane. Not nothing. Tear limb from limb. I think LSS might have forgot that they printed this card.
Tear limb from limb only doubles.
It
doesn't.
doubles the base of the attack that you are casting.
Yeah.
So you can attack for 26.
Does that work?
Yes.
That's a big number.
26 is a big number. It doesn't even matter how much damage. You could literally have no blood debt at that
some
point.
Setup though, right? How much does tear limb from limb cost?
It costs 2 doll hairs, Ted, and it draws you 1 card and discards 1. So you
So
set
need
this in
8
your
mana,
arsenal.
yeah.
And then you go pitch a blue, tear limb from limb, discard a 6, and then yeet this thing at someone's face for 26 damage.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Boom.
Yeah,
Dead.
this is a
Dead
slapper.
on board.
Slithering Shadowpede.
God, that card sucks. Oh wait, no, that card's good. Sorry. That card is creepy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this is gnarly, dude.
I'm not about that art. Death Hydra art, dope. This art, not
Scary.
about that.
Scary.
Yep.
6 no block, yeah. You may play it from your banish zone.
Yeah. So like right now, the only ways to banish this from hand would be one of the crappy cards that we have in this set, or Art of War, or Ebonfold.
Yeah, Ebonfold would be kind of neat, but
so it's kind of interesting, but it's just like a worse Graveling Growl because it doesn't block. It's interesting though. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I forgot. There's another way. Okay, let's talk about the freaking Trogdor looking blue guy. Yeah, blue guy Trogdor.
The Demigorgon from Stranger Things.
Yep, Demigorgon from Stranger Things. This is a blue Blood Rush Bellows.
Pretty good. I heard that card's good.
You read this text box?
Draw a card. Each card with blood debt. Banish. Wait. You may play. Is it additional cost to play this? Banish your hand? Draw a card. Oh, okay. So yeah, you're just hoping to hit a bunch of blood debt. Get plus attack.
Well, you should already know. You should already know what's in your hand. You have 3 blood debt cards in your hand. This is in your arsenal. And then you get +3 on everything for the entire turn.
It's pretty good. But it says draw a card, so
we like drawing cards, Ted.
Yeah.
Does it say draw a card? It says draw a card for each one that you banish.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. If you have like 3 blood debt, you banish 3 blood debt, then you draw 3 blood debt or 3 cards. And then every 6 gives you plus attack.
Yeah. So good. Staple Leviathan card now. And it's a 3-block. Imagine LSS printed a block value on a card that's really strong. Love to see it.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Love to see it.
Is there anything else in Levi's kit? She's got some pretty strong stuff. Really interesting to see.
All the new ones just want you to banish from hand, which are like, these cards are just bad.
Hard to play. Yeah.
They're just bad. The only one that's mildly interesting is what is that, Ram Rider? The one that gives go again?
Ram Rider.
I think it's the one with like the big ass. Yeah, that big axe. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Metal art. That's pretty cool.
Pretty sick art.
Is that Kano like throwing fire at this thing?
Not gonna be for long if it is.
Yeah, he's about to get whacked.
Yeah. So like if you have a blue and you have Ram Rider and Slithering Snake Face, it's a 3-card 12, which is good, but it's also like drawing the correct sequence to make that work.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't like any of the banish from hand stuff. I think if they printed more banish from grave, should be honestly be too good.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
They probably had to print a bunch of just absolute draft because that's what this is. It's actually a limited set. In some of these like commons and rare slots for her.
Oh my god, Nate, we made it to the Shadow Runeblade set.
You want to take this one, Ted? Or should we break out the salt meter? Hey Cole, can you get a salt meter going in the chat, please?
You can't hear that, Nate, but it's the price is wrong.
Oh.
It's the losing horn. Oh man, where do I start?
How you doing, Ted? How you doing?
Yeah, I thought the concept of this set, and like this is just me thinking, right? This isn't LSS didn't really mislead anybody. I'm not saying LSS misled anybody. I think my brain just went to, hey, this is going to support Monarch because they're bringing back the heroes. They kind of just left it all in the dust, especially on the Runeblade side. I mean, yes, you're gonna play some brute cards from Monarch. You're gonna, there's gonna be handfuls there, but like the mechanics are completely different in this set, especially for Shadow Runeblade, because this does not play like a Runeblade per se. I mean, it kind of does because you're gonna need like Mob Skies and but there's a lot of 3-blocks in this these Runeblade cards.
Yeah, I just like kind of like half built Vincetti the Spaghetti Monster deck. And let me see how many Monarch cards I have in here.
Shadow of Ursa, Shadow Puppetry.
Yep, I have 0. No, I have Invert Existence, sorry. That is my only Monarch card in my current build.
You have to have Shadow Puppetry.
Why? That's not what Vincent wants to do.
Go again. You need to do something, dude. You can't just do one again. Oh boy.
Yeah, like she
has a lot of go again.
Where's the go again in this kit?
There is none.
Exactly. So why force something that clearly isn't there?
Because I don't think you win games right now by just doing one thing a turn.
Missouri?
Oh, yeah, okay. Where do I even want to start? Let's start with Requiem of the Damned, because I want to be positive. This card's a slapper. This card's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like everything that Vincent wants, and it's one Majestic.
Como fallando.
Yeah, dude. That's
Moonin'.
some stonks. Toma Fandel on this card. It's good. Playing as an instant is great. It doesn't have go again, so there's no like action point gain here other than the Eloquence token. But yeah, no, this card's really good. I like this card. The weapons are pretty underwhelming. Flail is, we all know what Flail does. It's just 1 life, 1 attack. No go
Does nothing.
again. Huh?
It does nothing. It just sits there
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. And then the book, Grimoire of the Haunt, just kills you for an eloquence token. Like, I guess if you just need to this just sits there and becomes Arcane Barrier until the end of the game, and then you try to kill somebody with like something.
It definitely feels like this is like your reach. Like this is what you like use to try to like reach and close out the game. But yeah, you're right. You just basically die if you activate this. So like the fan is probably better.
Oh my god.
Let me pull up the fan. What set was the fan even in?
Dynasty. It's one of
D-Nasty.
the Emperor's gifts.
D-Nasty.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess for chat, I was saying, you banish it if you haven't read this card, and then it has blood debt, so it just slowly ticks away at you, which is kind of crazy. But it is a better Arcane Lantern, which is not saying much.
It is a strictly better Arcane Lantern because it does have a text box. So good job, Haunty Book.
Yeah, cool art. Like, man, they're
Sick
giving
art.
Carlos Kruchinaga a lot of art. He does some pretty he does some pretty wild stuff. He did like all the Marvel codexes and stuff.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
I'm almost positive. Chat, check me on that, but I think I'm right on that.
Shout out Carlos. Sick
Yeah.
art.
Widespread Destruction. Rune Gate 3 attack. When the combat chain closes, each hero that's lost health this turn banishes a card from their arsenal. Pretty good. Vincent does unblockable arcane, so that's pretty sweet.
Slaps.
Yeah, so this is like a CNC that costs 3.
It's free.
Okay. It's free if you have 3 rune chants.
You can still play it from hand too.
They forgot to include rune chant generation at any kind of decent clip in this set.
Yeah, see? Cool knows it's 0. It's free 99, baby.
That costs 0. Yeah.
I will say like all of Vincetti the Spaghetti Monsters Majestics are kind of busted, just slapsticks.
Yeah. The text on them is really good. It's just like I gotta start like playing with the cards, I guess, to understand like how this rune gating is gonna work. I don't know. I'll have to see it. I have to see it to believe it, Nate.
Rune Blood Incantation, my friend.
That's pretty sweet. So this one here, Widespread Ruin, has Ursa on it. Pretty cool. Rune gating, a 2 cost. When this combat chain closes, each hero that's lost a health banishes the top card of their deck. Not bad.
Good.
Pretty good. So this is like what I was thinking, Mob Sky Shadow Puppetry. This card plus those cards would be pretty sick, because then you might get something else to play.
Meh.
Maybe.
I
I don't know if you have a hand, like you have to pay for stuff and yeah.
I think that she is going to try to control her banish zone a lot. I don't think she necessarily actually cares about that hitting. I think she wants to be very deliberate on what goes in the banish.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the best card?
I was going to talk about Oblivion.
So that is the best card. You're right.
My God, you are so wrong. So Oblivion is Vincent's demon summoning card. Not a legendary this time. No Eclipse, no Doomsday. Treat my tear. Thank God. So play this if you control exactly 6 rune chants. Create Nazareth. Nazareth, the Soul Harlower token. Which he is a 6 health, 6 attack demon, just like Ursa. And has blank text.
Blank text.
Kidding.
He
But
attacks for 6 whole damages, Theodore.
yes, so he attacks for 6. When Nazareth hits a hero, banish a card from their soul. If it's a light card, it's banished this way. Gain 1 health.
Sick.
Cool.
I think probably the easiest demon to summon.
Doomsday is super easy, dude. Way easier
This is
than
way
this.
easier.
Isn't Doomsday just like 3 cards out of your banish zone?
You have to have 6 blood debt.
Which is like happens all the time. You
It takes, like,
literally you
several
just have to
turns.
play
You
the
can, like-
game. Like to get the 6 rune chance, you have to like play minimum 2 cards. You have to play like 2 read the rune type cards. Or like 1 and then piecemeal. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is easy. I agree with you, it is easy. I just don't know. I don't understand it. Ursa made a lot more sense because it was like you were building up to like this big turn where you get him out and then you just finish the game.
That's fair.
Cole says he has 6 health though. That takes some work to your opponents to clean up.
Yeah. Ed.
Yeah, activate Voltaire once, play 1 arrow.
Not every deck has Voltaire. In fact, only one deck has Voltaire, Theodore.
What are the blue heralds from Monarch? What's their power level? 6s?
5. There are 5 attackers.
Yellow 7, yellow 6. Dude, 6 damage is so easy to do, man.
Imagine being Bolton. You can't do 6.
Yeah, okay. Bolton, sorry, bro. This comes in from the sideboard for Bolton.
Bolton can't even attack. He attacks for a 0 for 3, charges the card, and then he's like, "Oh wait, I can't get plus because you're not even able to block. Oh man, I guess I just deal 3 damage to this demon thing."
Zuri has nothing but 6s in her deck. Yeah. I think the demons were like way scarier back in Monarch because Chain was the only thing that could just like pop off, but like with Phi, Lexi, you know, current state of things, I think 6 is much easier to deal with. But like, don't get me wrong, your opponent's giving up minimum like Phi's giving up like 2 cards, Lexi's giving up a whole arrow. I'm not saying that's nothing. I'm just saying like I don't think it survives very long against most opponents. Yeah, so where do we leave off here? Funeral Moon. Yeah, not
That card. It blocks 3.
Yeah, that it does.
Blocks 3. You did not talk about Widespread Annihilation, which is
where's that? Oh, the blue.
card.
Yeah. The combat chain closes. Each hero has lost a life. Yada yada yada.
Banishes the card.
Yeah, banishes a card from your hand, which is like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
It costs 4.
0.
I don't know how everyone thinks that they're just gonna have 3 or 4 rune chants at all times. Like, what is happening right now? Am I the only person in the world?
You've never played my book Viscerai deck. That's the issue. This is actually how like the book Viscerai deck plays. Like you take turns where you just basically play like a read the runes and you kind of like set up.
Is the book one-handed?
No, it's not. It's freaking
Oh my
two-handed.
god, it's two-handed. I was just gonna say, can we play Vincent with the book and like a weapon?
No,
Oh my god, dude.
you can't.
Why is a book two-handed?
Don't know.
Okay, whatever.
But you like play like Blessing of the Cults. You do all this like typically like off like Tunic resource too. So it's like you're probably keeping a card to ditch it, gain a rune chant, and then play like Blessing of the Occult. And then like the next turn you have 4 rune chants. You block 3 cards. And then you can play this Widespread Annihilation for 10 damage off of like your 1 card back in hand. And it's just kind of like that loop. And then like if you do get a bigger hand where like let's say they try to block all this out, then you have like oh no, I can't think of the card. What's the pump that creates rune chants? The 2 coster.
Oh, where was that?
It's not in here. It's from Arc.
Oh, I'm not sure then.
Let me look at my deck real quick. Oh, Oath of the Arc Knight. Cost 2, creates a
Oh,
rune
yeah.
chant, gives your next rune blade attack plus X. So then you like start pumping up these big attacks. And I think like you look like at cards like Envelop Darkness. That card is kind of crazy. Creates a rune chant. Next attack action that you rune gate gets +3 for 1. So like all these rune gate cards have like on hits. So you're pumping these, like you're pumping CNC up to 9 and throwing rune chants at people.
Yeah.
Like I think there's definitely a deck here. It's just going to take a lot of solving.
Yeah, this guy, Envelop Darkness.
Yeah. Deadly Whale is a card that like kind of lets you loop rune chants as well. Where when the combat chain closes, creates rune chants equal to the number of heroes that have lost life this turn. So you try to lose life, you try to make them lose life, and then you start with 2 rune chants the following turn. All you have to do is banish a 3, and you're up to 3 rune chants for the following turn. Like
Yeah.
Deadly Whale feels like kind of the baseline of the deck and what it wants to accomplish is like looping Deadly Whales, or like Deadly Whale into like a big pump turn.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, this one's interesting. Like the like 2 heroes losing life. Like Vincett's losing the life anyways to deal the damage, right?
Yep.
So it's unpreventable arcane, so they lose life, you lose life. This is like turned on. So it's not hard to qualify that first text.
Yeah.
Right.
And
you
then
just need a non-attack, right?
You have to take the life with the non-attack action. Yep.
Yeah, so you need a non-attack in this card. So
like you could do like Mauve Skies into that, and like now it's like, and if it hits, I get even more rune chants for next turn.
Yes.
Or like any of the pump spells, because I think the whale is gonna be that kind of like bread and butter. And then the Requiem of a Dream card, and then Funeral Moon are kind of gonna be like your block out kind of cards where you block out and then play those.
Yeah. No, I mean that makes sense. Yeah. A lot of these are just kind of, like Phantom Wraith is just a 6, 2 for 6 rune gate, so interesting stuff overall.
I really want that card to be good. Please tell me this card is good, LSS.
Moon Gate this turn gets +5, and it's a common, so 5, 4, 3. And it blocks for 3, so the blue blocks for 3. And
non-attack action that blocks 3 and gives a big ass pump? Buddy, sign me up.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, this might actually be pretty playable.
All right, we got him. We got him, everybody. We got 14 people in the chat. Everybody, we got him. We converted them. Look at that smile. Yeah. Oh, the salt meter, it's down. Look at.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think this has playability. Another funny card is Dabble in Darkness.
That card's actually unplayable. That's Levia. Yeah. It's actually cracked in Levia.
Yeah. The thing to note on this card is that it can't be played from Banish Zone, so if you accidentally banish it somehow, you just kill yourself. Womp womp. Whoops.
Well, it's why it actually can only be a Levia card.
Yeah, for sure. It's a shadow card, so it can be played in Levia.
But I actually want to talk about the equips, the shrouds.
Darkness, yeah.
These are kind of insane in Levia. This is basically better Spell Void.
If your hero be dealt damage, you may banish this.
It has Blood Debt.
Oh yeah, this is actually really good then. Because you want to get to that 13 Blood Debt to swap over. I mean, this gets you to Levia redeemed very quickly. And it kind of gives you, like, if you're, like, mathing out to get the Blasphemy, right? You're like, oh, shit, I need, like, to deal 6 Blood Debt to myself. I have to like block with this, right? Or something. I don't know. I don't know if there's that big a brain plays on switching to the Blasphemy, the consumed version, but definitely could help there.
I think it's just really interesting for like the arcane matchups. So like Kano and stuff, being able to like these basically say like you don't get to play the game Kano. Like I get a spell void for. And it has this added benefit of like it might be better in the some matchups than like Crown of Providence and stuff like that. Like if you know someone isn't going to threaten your arsenal at all, like the Shroud might actually just be a better play then.
Yeah. I forgot. I didn't notice that these had blood debt when I saw them. I was like, oh.
Yep.
So yeah, Leviathan cards.
Levi cards. Cool. They're gonna
Cool.
look dope in cold foil too.
Yes, these will look sick.
Yeah.
Chains. This is kind of an interesting card. You may play this from your banish zone. If you do, it enters the arena with a doom counter. At the start of your turn, destroy this unless you remove a doom counter. So 2 turns, right? You get it, you play it, it has a doom counter. The next turn you pull a tick off and then it stays there. If a hero draw a card during an action phase instead, they banish the top card of their deck and they may play it. So essentially like stops resources and stuff.
It's like it really screws 3 of a kind up because 3 of a kind
Yeah, it
says
stops 3 of a kind dead in its
you can
tracks.
only play cards from Arsenal, so whatever they banish, they can't actually play that turn. But I think it can really kind of like screw up a lot of like resource curves in decks that are like looking to draw a card and maybe you banish the resource card instead of like, let's say a Briar plays a Tome of Harvest. I don't know that they would do that if this is out, but it kind of like makes it so they can't because they might draw the resource card and then like, oopsie, they can't play the game anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting design. It's a blue block 3. That's kind of cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
I definitely because it's Shadow too. I think that like this card will be quite valuable because it can go in 2 decks.
Mm-hmm. Definitely could. Dimensional Vortex. This card's super interesting design wise, but kind of bad.
You said unplayable weird.
No
Card's
pitch,
unplayable.
man. No pitch. Costs 1. Because if you I mean cost 3, but if you play it from your banish, cost 1. Each hero banishes a card from their arsenal. Like, what is happening here?
It doesn't make any sense.
Why would you play this card?
It makes 0 sense. It could have blocked. If it doesn't block, it should be an instant, especially if it doesn't pitch.
Oh, that's right. It's not even an instant, so it doesn't even have go again.
You still have to get it in your banish zone, which is fine with Vincent. Leviat actually can't play this card because Leviat doesn't have any. I mean, outside of the one card where you banish everything from your hand, he has no way to get this into her banish zone.
Yeah.
And it still cost a whole $1. It's not even like you could just like block your hand down and be like, all right, well,
You don't
we're
get
gonna
an
blow up all of
arsenal.
our arsenals. Go F yourself.
Yeah.
And like maybe that's a way like Leviat can like off of no cards like turn off blood debt. Basically be like, I'm gonna play this out of banish for free. This card's garbage.
Why'd they have to make this no pitch?
Why'd they have to make it? Who asked for this card?
Was it last deep dive that we did, Nate, where I said, oh yeah, the skull cap, the skull clapped art the segment.
Yeah.
One of my main points was that LSS now understands how valuable arsenal destruction is. I think we have our proof, and they went too far.
Yeah, they went.
You've gone too far, man. Turn back. Turn around.
Please turn around.
I think they understand that like arsenal hate is like super valuable, but come on, man. Like, what is this?
It's bad, is what it is. It's just a bad card, and it's an M. It's gonna feel real bad to
Oh,
open.
it is an M.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You're gonna open. Yeah, there's gonna be some boxes out there, folks, that you're gonna look down and be like, oh no.
All right, and now we're into the limited design portion where like you're trying to like decide between if you're playing Leviat or if you're playing Vincent. So like that's I mean easy slap on the table for this card. Card's cracked.
Choose an attack action card in your banish zone. It gets +3. Yeah.
Great card.
Yeah, it's a
Slapper.
card that Vincent needs because she needs to turn on her ability sometimes, right?
Mhm.
So not
Like
terrible.
if you're playing towards like a Blasmo game plan, this card's really good in Blasmo too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, not
So,
bad.
um,
What
and
else do
then
we got cooking
what's
here?
that like weird like green earthworm thing at the top? You click on that one. Oh, that card's a slapper. You can go back to
Soul
that one.
Butcher. Yeah, no,
Uh,
this card is actually I don't think I would rate it a slapper. Choosing red is like, come on, really? Did you really have to put that restriction on here?
it's basically Shadow Puppetry, Ted, but better.
Explain. Shadow Puppetry is +1 and possibly banish a card off the top of your deck.
This one does it to non-attack actions. You're complaining because you don't have Go Again. Here's your Go Again.
Yeah, so
Here's your Shadow Puppetry at home.
the problem is that it's from your banish zone. So what are you playing from your banish zone that gets Go Again?
Requiem of a Dream.
Yeah, so you get 2 action points. That's not terrible.
You only get 1 because Requiem doesn't have Go Again.
Well, you can play it as an instant if it's in your banish zone. That's why it's so good.
Oh, that's. I think you still only get 1 though, don't you? Oh no, you would. Yeah, if it's played.
Yeah. If you've lost health, it can be played as an instant, and if you give it Go Again, then you you still have your action point and you gain 1 from the Go Again on the card now. Right? Yes.
We solved it. We solved Vincent. All 14 of our viewers just witnessed us solving
Yeah.
Vincent.
We figured it out,
Ship it,
folks.
baby.
Go home. Good night, everyone. We're signing off. Yeah, so it's really good for that, but like I would have really liked Shadow Read the Runes or something for this card to target. Like because that would be kind of sweet to like target one of those types of cards and then be like, now I can Rune Gate or something, you know? Maybe that doesn't work. It's cool.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, there is a Read the Runes card. It's called Blood Moon or Funeral Moon or whatever it's called.
Sure. Sure is. Yeah. Same card. Yeah. Oh, dude, we forgot to talk about the healing bomb that cost 1.
Dude, it can be played from your banish zone. I don't know why you're upset.
You have to put it there though, out of your hand.
Yeah, and you generate a rune chant when you do it. Great.
I don't like it.
It's a strictly better healing bomb with really creepy art.
Yeah, they're like sucking they're like, yeah.
Those are kids.
Sucking the souls out of some kids, huh?
That's creepy.
There's a lot of soul sucking out the mouth in a lot of these cards.
Yeah, let's go next on this. Yeah.
A lot of soul sucking. Oh man, we're almost to my favorite card.
What's your favorite card?
That new chess piece that just has AB2 on it. That's cool.
Stop it. We're not even close to that card either.
No. So yeah, I guess this kind of wraps up Shadow Runeblade and Shadow. Tear Through the Portal is kind of neat. It will be a cycle because it is a common. Or I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it probably is.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna choose red, yellow, blue.
Yeah.
I don't know if the other 2 are playable.
Probably not.
Blue, you could target this thing.
I think that's too niche for you to care about. I think like
yeah, I know. It's like I'm grasping here.
You are grasping at the straws. I think that's yeah. We can talk about brew cards because we got some slappers there.
Yeah,
we've already gotten those spoilers.
Unity cards everyone knows about. Yep. 2 of them are unplayable. Briar's an unplayable hero, and Oldhim is dead in all formats.
There's so many M's that are like dead on arrival. It's real bad.
Rugged Roller is like, what is happening here?
They keep
Are we
making
microwaving dice out here, boys?
dude. They keep making brute cards worse and worse, and it makes me sad. I mean, there's not a whole lot of space for them to go because they printed literally the best brute like the best 2 brute weapons were printed in the first like 2 sets,
Yeah.
basically.
This card slaps so hard, dude. Oh my
This
god.
card's a slapper.
This is like, I thought, I was like, oh, it's like Stalagmite, and then I like thought about it some more, and I'm like, oh shit, it's better than Stalagmite.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude! Just pull a
It's
whole
not
card.
better, but it's
You pull a
pretty
whole
good.
card. Stalagmite blocks for 2, same as this one, and creates 1 frostbite. And they can just like pitch a card, and you have 2 mana left. On this, you have no mana. You just lose a card at random too, so it can just be like, you know, whatever you were gonna do on your like. It's rough.
Card's good.
Yeah,
that's all anyone needs.
Baby. Thank God this is Blade Break. This is Temper, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god.
If this card had Temper, I would not have clothes on right now. Like,
yeah, dude. I would be like beating my chest. Like, I'm a brute guy now.
Right. A little hot in here talking about that card getting Temper. Whew.
Yeah.
Flapper.
Yeah.
Flapper. Like, was it needed? Not really. Is it amazing? Yes.
Yeah. Scowling Flesh Bag. Pretty funny name for it as well.
What's funny is like this kind of goes back to like our skull clapped conversation of like Brute's probably not running now. Yeah, Brute's probably not running Crown. Maybe they're running it in the side, but like this card is very good for Brute. Because the issue with Rhinar specifically is they're an incredible, like Rhinar is an incredible mid-range hero, but it's the aggressive high rolls that always like kind of like ruin his day. So this card just like once per game be like, okay, this is, I can tell you just took a bunch of damage. This, you're gonna try and pop off. Let's see if we can just kind of mess with that a little bit. Gives Rhinar an incredible amount of strength because he just has a lot of like built-in like mid-rangey tools, but nothing to really combat the overly aggressive decks because he can never race them.
Yep. This gives the Leviah kind of an out too, in the same sense. Like as she's killing herself, you can kind of just be like, take a breather. Be like, oh, please don't.
I don't think Leviah. I think this is strictly a Rhinar card.
What's Leviah run?
Right, Crown.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty good. I think this card's really good.
She has Husk. That's the thing.
Like, yeah, she can live on Husk. Yeah.
Yeah.
We, as we're looking at this, we skipped right past Iron Song versus.
We haven't gotten.
Oh no, it's
yet.
Right there. Oh,
yeah.
I was like, wait, we talked about Warrior already.
Dude. Skull clapped. Bracers.
See ya, Bracers.
See ya. This card is.
Do we want to talk about like as we're rounding the corner again? We've been saying it for like 2 weeks now. Starstruck. Boo 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 boo. Oh my god, bravo.
Booga booga.
This card makes me want to play Bravo actually, because it's just like, can I just push people into the ground and never let them up? Yes, I liked doing that in Oldhim, so it's like I might like doing that in Bravo.
Card's good. Yeah, I think so. This set, especially with Iron Song versus, makes me think that we're gonna see like almost like another dynasty. Incredibly top heavy, but the legendaries are gonna hold a lot more value because like Iron Song versus is insane in the membrane. Card's a slapper, instant upgrade for Dory, instant upgrade for Bolton. Card's is great. It's the only downside that it has over Bracers is Temper. But being able to give your weapon attacks and on hit for 1 resource.
Yeah.
Good, as it turns out.
Yeah, super good. I don't know about these holding too much value. I mean, the rainbow foils are going to be. I mean, this rainbow foil will hold some bucks.
Dude, it has Dory on the art. It looks badass.
Dude, this is, yeah, we talked about this the other day, that this card looks very different than most cards in this game to me. It's like
Please,
photorealistic, which is
yeah.
like pretty cool. It makes it stand out.
Please tell me that there's an EA of this. It will be worth $1 million.
Oh man, dude, the EA of this. I don't even play Warrior, and I would want an EA. I love EA cards, man. I
Yeah,
love EA cards so much.
yeah, yeah. Warrior, just base Warrior got some stuff too, because like the axe is really good. I have no idea what that freaking no idea what that shield is doing in the set. It like basically got drunk, wandered in from a different set, and Ellis was like, "Eh, listen, I'm somebody's supposed to tell him, but I'm not gonna be the one to tell him, and no one told him to go home because that that shield has no home here.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Play one Centauri Saber to play this?
Yeah,
Get out
this
of here.
is yeah, your one-handed weapons are not not great. Yeah, Decimator Axe is a 3 for 5, I think you were saying, because it
Yeah, it's
takes down the
essentially a 3
block.
for 5. Yeah, if they block. Otherwise, it's a 3 for 4. It's like you can basically. It's why Oldhim was good.
Yeah.
You can basically turn any blue in your deck into 4 damage, um, and sometimes 5 if they have to start blocking. So it's just a really solid card. There's some decent axe cards that make this like really interesting.
Yeah, for sure. What else do we want to talk? Do we want to talk about these? What's courage tokens do again, Nate?
+1 attack on weapon or attack actions.
Decent.
Yeah, pretty good.
This makes this pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Like decent. Morlock Hill?
Unplayable, legitimately.
Yeah, this is a UPF
Understand
card,
why it was
folks.
printed for lore, but it could have been a rare. Like this is like they could have. I don't know why there's 56 Majestics and like this doesn't need to be a Majestic. This is gonna feel bad for anyone who opens it because it's not playable, especially for
Yeah.
people who have no interest in Blitz. I hate heroes being Majestics. I hate Blitz only cards being Majestics. It's just a really feels bad for people opening the product.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I think the
it is
Levia card being a legendary is kind of like kind of wish it wasn't, but I understand it. It's a Marvel too, so it's gonna be cool. But still, it's like if you
that
have
card
no
being
interest in playing Levia, it's gonna feel bad opening that.
yep.
And it's gonna be like Emperor level rarity, I bet. So it's just gonna be like every other box you get one. In rainbow foil. Ooh, we're back to Runeblade cards, Nate. My favorite. Spectre of Pain. Yeah, cost 2, deals 1. Well, yeah, I don't know.
Creates a enchant. It is one-handed.
It is one-handed. Maybe there's some.
Not opposed to it. Also, I think I'd rather just pitch a blue and make a rune chant with grasp.
Yeah. Ooh, legendary. Dyadic Carapace. Cool art. Arcane Barrier 2, which is pretty cool. And it blocks 2. Is it better than Tunic or Ether Ironweave? Not
It fills
likely.
two sideboard slots. So it's your AB for your wizards, and it is a big block for decks that you don't care necessarily about the
Your
resources.
Zuris of the life and your Zuris and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. The stuff that you want the block against. So odd that it doesn't have text on it. I agree, but I think it's just like really strong. Like it's just gonna be like a card that every rune blade's gonna want.
What's this cost in 2 weeks, 3 weeks in rainbow foil? 25 bucks.
It comes down to like how many they print. Like if they print it to the level of outsiders, yes. No, I think it would take longer to get to $25, but I think it'll settle at $25 in a month.
This is like a Flick Knives card. Flick Knives is good.
That's embarrassing. The Flick Knives. Flick Knives
Yeah,
is
that's
good.
what I'm saying, and it's cheap. Rainbow foils are cheap. 35 bucks right
Um,
now or something like that, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, It'll be interesting to see what they do with these printings, because we
Yeah.
do not know.
Yeah. Bequest the vast beyond. So this just gives a Runeblade attack the text from Arcane Rising. Like,
Yeah, reduce.
I don't know how to use this card.
It's basically Ninth Blade. I guess it's actually kind of reasonable to play also with Arc Knight Ascendancy, which, listen, also in my book Viscerai deck, Arc Knight Ascendancy. So like you can play this, you can play Arc Knight Ascendancy with only 3 rune chants for free. But also, if you go to the next card, Theodore,
This card, I agree with you.
Arc Knight Ascendancy is now coming in for 8 Dominate.
This card's good.
That card's a slapper.
This card real good.
Yup. Card's real good. How about Mauve Sky's Runic Reckoning Shrill? Rosetta Thorn. Shrill for 10?
Mauve Skies. No, you have to pay for it still.
Now let's just assume you have a rune chant
Okay, yeah.
somewhere. You got a rune chant in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, it has some spicy plays. Let's see. What do we got left here? Is there... I guess we do have an L to talk about.
The Fro.
Diadem of Dreams. Wait, I did not pronounce that right.
All right, where are all my kimono believers in the chat? Where they at? Where they at? Come out, kimono believers. I'm sure this. Do you think this card's better than kimono? Let's look at that. Chat's dead. No kimono believers in the chat.
No one believes.
No, either no one believes or no one wants to admit it. Either they're all geniuses or they're cowards. One or the other.
Create a ponder token.
Yeah.
This has Ward 2 as well, though.
Yeah. So basically, when you get Razor Reflex for the first time, this and Kimono will explode, and you get a Ponder token out of it. Good job. Terrible. Bad card.
Yeah.
Bad card is bad. But people will pay money for it because it has a pretty lady on it.
Yeah, possibly. Lost in Thought, Flicker Trick. Flicker Trick's kind of interesting. Mirage is kind of cool, but I mean,
yeah, cool mechanic. Yet to be determined how good it is.
Yeah. This one's actually interesting, Nate. Poison the Well. Next time a hero would gain health this turn, instead they lose that much.
Yeah. How much? It really comes down to how much tome and how much Sijali of suffering or Sijali of solace we have.
Yeah. So this is like if you gain 3, you would lose 3. It just negates like sigil and stuff, right?
It makes it basically deals 3 damage to them and makes them discard a card. Like if they play sigil and you respond to this,
yeah, that's
like
pretty strong.
And it's a blue. Like it's incredibly strong. So, but it just has to hit the right meta, right?
This
like,
doesn't wreck Bolton, right? Because it's like he when he flips a card, it's just 1 life, so it just do 1 damage
correct.
to him.
Yeah, it's only 1 life. Yeah. It's interesting for like Kano. Like if Kano's playing Tome of Findel against you, and they're like, "I'm gonna take all this damage." They have this like big tome off the top turn and stuff. Like, cool, tome heal 5. How about take 5? And Kano's like, "Oh, I don't have that much life to begin with, guys."
Yeah.
So it's definitely interesting.
Yeah. And then this is all just promos now.
Yep.
Eloquence token, Courage token. Okay. Yeah.
What do you got? What do you got in the close, Ted?
What do I have to close with?
Yeah. What you got to close us out?
Yeah, I guess like Static said it. He's like, you're just gonna have to accept Vincent is not chain. Yes, okay. I mean, I've been told that before. I get it. I'm not asking for chain. People think I'm complaining that chain is like I want chain back unchanged, and I'm like, no, I get it. He was over. he was broken, okay, folks. But like this feels, yeah, this feels way different than. I mean, yeah, you got to show me this book deck that you built, and then you got to make me a believer. But yeah, just not. It doesn't play like Chain. It doesn't even play like Viscerai, which is like
It doesn't.
interesting.
She has her own unique feel, and I think that it's Ellis is definitely taking the path of each hero is going to feel unique and interesting and have their own kind of like dynamics that are not repeatable across like heroes or even classes.
Bro, ninjas play exactly the same, like almost exactly the same. Big wide
No,
turns, set up big hit, like yeah.
there's
Card advantage with like combo Katsu going grabbing stuff, grabbing a Phoenix Flame.
Vi is like head on fire aggro, where like Katsu feels a lot more like a like precision, like ninja trying to like get like just get you to block incorrectly once and kind of the floodgates open. Most of Vi is just like just vanilla. I'm gonna throw as many numbers at you as I can in a turn.
I agree with you, but I think like at the core they do the same thing, just like the Guardians did, except for Star, because Star was not right. But like Ultim and Bravo, some versions played alike. You're blocking, you're setting up a big attack.
I
I don't
would
know,
disagree with that. Like
but I think you're right. I mean, I
Bravo
guess you're
was
right.
unplayable, and Oldhim was one of the best decks in the format for over a year.
All right, touche.
um,
Bravo was unplayable because Oldhim existed.
yes,
If you wanted to
exactly.
do Guardian things, you just played Oldhim.
Yeah.
And did better Guardian things.
Yeah.
Fatigue
I
Ninja
think
next set. Coming from Mysteria.
that'd be kind of spicy. I think we haven't seen the final L. My call is that the final L is non-foil Crown of Providence. Is a Crown of Providence reprint, so yeet your rainbow foils into the sun now. Not financial advice.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, hold up. Before the hate mail comes in.
Yeah.
I think that's likely though.
Yeah, I think that we see it makes sense too, because no one got the spoiler, and
Yeah, you would almost bet that the L is that the L would have been spoiled by somebody, right?
they did announce that Skullcap was being reprinted in
Oh, they
Everfest
did,
ahead of
yeah.
time, which does not lead as well. That was also the time when they were announcing Arc was out of print as well. So they're announcing Arc was out of print. It's like, don't worry, Everfest has Skullcap in it, so don't go insane.
Well, Nate, I have a surprise for you. LSS no, they didn't.
LSS actually sent us a spoiler card.
It's the last L. No.
No.
Yeah, it is weird that no spoil. Like, yeah, I think that almost indicates it's a reprint. Crown of Providence has been a problem for long enough to where they could definitely be like, okay, we need to reprint this. Yeah. It's been like 200 plus for
basically since like August of last year.
Yeah, people were like snoozing for a bit on that card, and then it shot up to $1 million.
It was the summer lull because Uprising released in summer. I picked up my cold foil Crown of Providence, I think, for like 180, 190.
Ooh, I got you beat. 130.
No, was it?
I got mine for 130.
Lower than that.
I got mine for 130. It's one of my crowning achievements in Fab market shenanigans.
Yeah. So it's definitely interesting to see, and we've still got some M's left.
You're off the screen, by the way.
Oh, sorry, I'm like wandering around in my chair. I hate that they put heroes in the Majestic slots. There's quite a good chunk of like really solid Majestics, and then there's just some unplayable chaff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What are you gonna do? I mean, I kind of like the idea what you're saying, like some rune chance, swing something for 10. But yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe it'll be a new puzzle, and I like that puzzle. I hope I do. It definitely
yeah,
seems like there's a potential for a puzzly type. Vincent being like puzzly, kind of like Jane was.
yes.
My bold prediction in 3 months that it's going to be talking about how much he loves playing Vincent.
We'll get you there in a week.
We'll get you there in a week. Oh, we have a BNR tomorrow, or maybe
Oh yeah,
or right now. Should I
no
check
changes.
before we sign off?
No
No
changes.
changes. You're on drugs, my friend. Go to bed. Holy
Yep.
shit, no changes.
No changes.
Yeah, dude, they don't even have like the grayed out box up for BNR.
Yeah, because they're not even gonna release it. They're just gonna be like, no changes. Suck it.
Are we sure it's tomorrow? Did I just like completely miss that? It doesn't make sense that it'd be tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's like the 6th. I think you're high.
Yeah, tomorrow makes no sense.
Hmm.
I think they would do it after the box releases. What are you doing?
I said 0 cents.
Oh yeah, okay. I was like, are you giving like hand signals to chat or something? You're
Yeah.
rallying them against me? Yeah, it doesn't actually make any sense. I think at the minimum it should come out after the box breaks, which are tomorrow.
Yeah.
I believe
Fine,
it's Fable and Sealed and the Master Set on YouTube.
Master Set Madness.
Yeah, Master Set Madness.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, that man tries to actually get a Master Set.
Buy opening boxes.
I've watched a video and I was like, oh.
Madman.
Yeah, correct title of the channel, my friend. Well done. You nailed it. That is madness.
Pure
Yeah,
madness.
what a legend. Yeah, Aiden said, yeah, legend. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Get that man a box break. I am glad LSS picked him for that because he needs some props.
Yeah, start him off early. He's got a
Yeah.
lot of work ahead of him.
Static says they'll do something to Lexi in the BNR.
Yeah, though.
3 of a Kind is going to be banned.
The unban Amulet of Ice 4.
Oh boy. Dude, I don't like where Lexi is right now, but I also don't like Mega Ice Lexi either.
Get ready, buddy. It's about to get real chilly.
I don't want that to happen. Please. Just get rid of Voltaire then. Just make her unplayable. Dude, the ice version of Lexi was like devastating at times.
Yeah, also, if you don't like the ice version, then getting rid of Voltaire is like you're just gonna.
Oh yeah, because then it goes to Shiver. And people just be like, ooh, dominate. You're gonna
dominate
like, no.
Shock Charmers. Here's 15 Frostbites. Have fun.
You get to play next round.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And
I don't.
you just go. She can never actually do enough damage to kill you, and you can never actually do anything. So you both just go to time, and it's GG's.
Oh, this is not the life I want to live in.
Nope.
Yeah, Nate. I think that's wow, hour and a half. That went by quick. That was some top tier rambling, my bud, my friend.
Always. Listen, you don't come here for like high quality strategy content.
We trick these people. I normally have nice OBS scenes set up, and like we never do scripts here, as you can tell by the amount of ums. But we have some nice scenes that I like to set up. Not tonight. We're doing it live.
Okay, we're doing it live.
All right, Nate. I think that's enough.
I agree.
I agree. All right, Dust of Dawn. Interesting. That's all I gotta say about that right now.
Yes.
All right.
Peace.
Peace, everybody.